Hey, fellow space nerds and sci-fi enthusiasts, get ready to warp into a far-off galaxy. Or should we say, a planet overrun by some super strange apes? Yeah, you heard that right. We're diving into the Primate Directive, where Star Trek meets Planet of the Apes in an epic crossover that'll make all fan hearts skip a beat. Picture this: Captain Kirk and the Enterprise crew putting everything they have into saving Ape City. Sounds pretty wild, right? Kirk and monkeys on the same side. What could possibly go wrong? And the real kicker? They're trying to figure out why they're joining forces. Is it some weird cosmic alliance? Or is it just a case of too much trouble to handle? And don't even get us started on Colonel George Taylor. You know, a dude that stumbled upon that monkey-ruled Earth. We wonder what he's got to say about Kirk cozying up with the apes. Strap in, folks, because the Primate Directive is about to take us where no crossover has gone before. Let's begin. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin. Monkey mayhem and interdimensional intrigues. The Primate Directive comic begins. All right, buckle up, folks, because we're diving right in. Picture this shady guerrilla hideout where General Marius is scheming like there's no tomorrow. He's plotting away with this mysterious figure lurking in the shadows. And guess what? The mystery dude hands Marius and his guerrilla gang some souped-up space-age firearms. Now, why is Marius so excited about these flashy new toys? Well, it turns out he's got big plans. He's itching to snatch control of Ape City from those orangutan rulers. Yeah, the gorillas got dreams, and these modified blasters are his golden ticket to monkey mayhem. But here's the kicker. Marius's shadowy buddy isn't just handing out space shooters for kicks. Oh no, he's promising a surrender so smooth, it'll make the Trojan War look like child's play. Marius is grinning ear to ear, thinking Ape City's going to fall at his hairy feet without a fight. It's going to be glorious, they say. Hold on to your bananas, folks. Ape City's in for a wild ride. Okay, space buddies, next up is a parallel reality. You won't believe the roller coaster the Enterprise just pulled into. Here, Kirk, Spock, and the gang are on high alert because the Klingons are playing dirty with the Organian peace treaty. Classic Klingon activities, right? Now picture this. Sulu and Uhura, our Starfleet heroes, are deep undercover as Klingons on a space station. They're pulling off some James Bond moves and downloading secret Klingon files. But uh-oh, an actual Klingon crashes the party, and it's game over for the disguise. Lucky for them, Kirk swoops in with the Enterprise Uber beam and saves their butts. Back on the ship, it's conference time with the Dream Team: Kirk, Spock, and McCoy. They decode the Klingon data, and Spock drops the bomb. These Klingons are hopping through dimensional gateways like they're on a Sunday stroll. Cue an epic space battle with the Klingon birds of prey as they go looking for the Klingon portals. The Enterprise takes some hits, but our heroes aren't ones to back down. They decide to risk it all and jump through the dimensional portal. Boom! They're orbiting a future Earth, and things get even crazier. The Klingons and apes are having a chit-chat, and Kirk's face is priceless. It's like they landed in a sci-fi crossover of epic proportions. Buckle up, guys. It's about to get wild. Gorillas, Klingons, and sneaky astronauts. Issue 2 Unleashed. Alright, so Spock whips out the binoculars like the ultimate space explorer, and what does he see? Talking, self-aware gorillas are ruling the roost on this wacky Earth. The crew's jaws drop, but before they can process this gorilla revelation, surprise, a couple of gorillas sneak up on them. They try to pull a sneaky exit, but bam! Shots fired. Now Marius, the gorilla mastermind, gets wind of the humans with high-tech toys. Cue Kor, the Klingon honcho, putting 2 and 2 together. He's been tailed, and he's got a hunch who's behind it. In the meantime, our team of heroes is in a tight spot, surrounded by gorillas and Klingons, and they're trying to figure out this Earth's deal. It turns out that the humans here are like toddlers in the brain department. They do no talking and are basically super primitive. It's a whole sci-fi mess, and our crew's stuck in the middle of it. Pass the popcorn, folks. This crossover is turning out to be one wild ride. Back on the Enterprise, the Brainiac Squad gathers Kirk, Spock, and McCoy and throws in Lieutenant Weaver for some biological know-how. Kirk, never one for small talk, gets straight to the point. Why the hell are apes calling the shots on this Earth? Cue Spock dropping the science bomb. He ran some Hodgkin's law simulations and whipped up a makeshift model showing that after a nuclear party, apes took over while humans got the short end of the stick. Classic alternate universe drama. But hold on, there's a villainous twist. It turns out Klingons dig dominating less advanced societies, and with no Federation to play referee in this new universe, they're going full-on plunder mode. Kirk, being the noble space captain he is, decides to follow the Prime Directive rulebook. He assembles an away team, and Spock, with his usual Vulcan calm, orders the computer to find them a safe spot to beam down. Time to navigate this ape-filled, Klingon-infested alternate reality. Let the cosmic adventure begin. So now, the computer beams the crew down. And bam! There's a shattered Statue of Liberty, like they're at a post-apocalyptic beach party. They spot human footprints, start following the trail, and voila, human survivors. But hold up, before they can make a move, the dude attacks them first. They're in classic survival mode, it seems. Once the aggravated male sees they're humans too, he chills out. It turns out he's George Taylor, an ex-astronaut, and he's got a bone to pick with the ape overlords. Spock's side-eyeing Taylor's aggression, but hey, desperate times call for desperate measures, right? Back in the forest, both squads spill the ape tea. The gorillas are acting like they own the jungle, breaking all the rules. Taylor's all fired up and wants the Enterprise's firepower to start an ape rebellion. Kirk, being the diplomat, talks him down. But plot twist, Taylor pulls a sneaky move. He knocks a crew member out, swipes a communicator, and bolts. Now, our heroes are left scratching their heads in the jungle, strategizing how to deal with apes, aggressive astronauts, and stolen tech. It's all in a day's work of sci-fi drama, and we're just getting started. Astronaut Antics and Klingon Chaos, Issue 3 unveiled. The third issue begins like this. Dr. Zaius is sitting in his study, probably sipping on some ape coffee or whatever, and he's deep in thought about Ape City's sorry state. The whole place is turning into a wasteland. Dry lands, plummeting food supply, the works. It's so bad that scouts are risking their furry hides by venturing into the Forbidden Zone, hunting for greener pastures. Talk about desperate times calling for desperate measures. And guess who's adding fuel to the monkey fire? General Marius, who is strutting around like he's king of the jungle, is doing his best to make sure an attack is around the corner. Dude's got conquest on his mind, like Ape City's got to expand its real estate to survive. It is a bold move, considering the mess they're already in. Now, the one silver lining in this monkey madness is that Cornelius and Zira, the ape power couple, seem to have ditched their grand plan of teaming up with humans. Thank the monkey gods for small mercies, right? But still, Zaius is sitting there, pulling his hair out over Ape City's woes. Tough times in primate society, folks. Someone pass Zaius a stress banana. And here's what's happening in the meantime. George Taylor, our astronaut buddy, is careening down a hill, gleefully admiring his most recent life choices. He whips out the communicator, channels his inner Kirk, and smooth talks his way into a free ride up to the USS Enterprise. Sneaky move, right? But hold up, by that point, Kirk's eagle eye notices a couple of missing teammates. Chekhov's MIA, and surprise, surprise, Taylor's the culprit, having jacked his communicator. Kirk's no dummy. He puts two and two together and hits the red alert panic button. But alas, Taylor's already beamed up, rocking a stolen uniform like he's running late for a space-themed costume party. Now, Kirk and Spock are playing detective, and they figure Taylor's got his eyes on the shuttle bay. And sure enough, there he is, fumbling with the Galileo like it's a Rubik's Cube. Kirk, being the space sheriff he is, confronts Taylor. Cue a brawl to wrestle control. In the end, Kirk lays down some wisdom and tells Taylor that wrecking the Ape Society with the shuttle is a major monkey move. They have a heart, and Taylor's forced to face the truth. He'd be no better than the apes if he acted like them. This is space drama at its finest, folks. Who knew shuttle bays could be such hotspots for philosophical showdowns? And until then, down on this funky new Earth, Kor, the Klingon big shot, hands Marius some high-tech space blasters and a set of body armor. It's like Christmas for the Gorilla General, because guess what? It's conquest time, baby. Their actions are ensuring that this whole planet is about to get a Welcome to the Klingon Empire sign slapped on it. Watch out, universe. The Klingons are throwing a cosmic house party, and this strange Earth is on their RSVP list. Klingons' Sneaky Surprises, Issue 4 unveiled. Alright, so Kirk's now got the gang in the briefing room, giving George Taylor the 411 on Klingon Corps' master plan. It's all about using this Earth version as a launch pad for conquering the entire defenseless universe. Evil stuff, right? Taylor, initially skeptical, starts to see the light, but he's quick to remind them that the apes are no joke. Brute savagery on their menu, dear friends. And also, those Starfleet uniforms aren't exactly helping them blend into the crowd. So they decide to ditch the flashy Starfleet gear, beaming down incognito. McCoy and Weaver are eagerly waiting for them there. In a cabin hunt for useful stuff, Scotty's babbling on and on about the slingshot, but Kirk's got to play the voice of reason. It is his duty to remind him of the Prime Directive. Just when things are getting serious, bam! Newsflash! Enterprise detects an army marching towards Ape City. Cue the dramatic space opera music. It's showdown time, folks. Now, so here's what happens next. Clearly, things are starting to hit the fan, and their last shot is beaming Zira straight into the city. Fingers crossed she can talk some sense into Zaius. Dragging along the Doctor and General Ursus, she takes them to the rooftop for a grand guerrilla army viewing party led by none other than Marius. Ursus takes the reins, charging off to meet Marius and his merry band of guerrillas. Back at camp, it's crisis time when one of the crew members bites the dust in the face of the incoming guerrilla horde. The away team fights back, and surprise, surprise, Cornelius finds a Klingon rifle casing there. Kirk's suspicions are confirmed. Kor's cooking up a war. With McCoy and Weaver on the way to patch up the wounded, the rest of the gang borrows some gorilla horses and rides off into the chaos. Out in the field, Marius and Ursus are doing the whole dramatic showdown thing. The Klingons aren't thrilled that Marius isn't turning it into a bloodbath, but don't worry, they're pros at the sneaky war game. Enter some stealthy sniper rifles, because nothing says intergalactic drama like a good old Klingon surprise. A cosmic showdown and time travel twist. The Primate Directive comic finale. Okay, folks, buckle up for the grand finale. So, right before Kor can blast Ursus into absolute smithereens, a sneaky shot knocks the rifle out of his hands. Enter the Enterprise crew playing sniper superheroes, trying to be all stealthy, but ending up right in front of Kor. Such a smart move, right guys? Now it's melee mayhem time. The Klingons and Enterprise crew fight it out, and surprise, surprise, Klingons start dropping like flies. Kirk, being the tactical genius he is, orders a beam-up in case the Klingons decide to make a run for their portal. Meanwhile, in the background, Cornelius, that sneaky monkey, swipes Cornman's tricorder without anyone noticing. So suspicious. Back on the battlefield, Ursus and Marius are in their own smackdown, with Ursus emerging as the undisputed champ, even when Marius tries to spice things up with a bit of phaser action. Watching this strange turn of events, Zaius and Zira can't help but wonder if they just postponed the impending disaster. In the meantime, Cornelius gives the heads up that their visitors are hitting the road. Spock and Kirk do some scans, and what is the bizarre twist of the day? The Klingons have vanished from the city. Like poof, gone. And there you have it. Melee madness, sneaky primates, and a disappearing act by the Klingons. So, as the day comes to a close, the away team does the farewell thing with Cornelius and Zira. The primate couple promises to zip their lips about the whole cosmic craziness. To be fair, Who'd believe them, right? As they bid farewell, Kirk, being the generous space captain, tosses an invite to George Taylor for a cozy spot on the Enterprise. But nope, Taylor's on a solo mission. He left his Earth to find something better than humanity, with a fresh destiny to carve out for himself. Even though he's come full circle, he's dead set on the future. Taylor, the lone wolf, just asks for a drop-off at what's left of Liberty Island. He's all about pretending this wild ride never happened. Confident in his survival skills, he's ready to take on his post-apocalyptic world solo. Just when the goodbyes are getting a bit mushy, the Klingon ship finally decides to join the party. Talk about impeccable timing, right? Now, buckle up for the cosmic roller coaster of whatever happens next. So, Kirk's back on the Enterprise when, out of the blue, Kor hits him up. But get this. Instead of being all bitter, Kor's pumped for a warriors' duel far away from the annoying Organian peace treaty. It's like they're planning a galactic boxing match. The chase is on, folks. After 3 days of cat and mouse, they finally spot the Klingon ship making a beeline for Saturn. As the Enterprise closes in, surprise, surprise, 2 D7s pop out of Saturn's rings like they're throwing a cosmic surprise party. Their shields are a mess thanks to the rocky rings, making them easy targets. Facing a major defeat, Kor decides it's time to bail back to the portal. But just as they're zipping over Earth, bam! The whole planet goes up in flames. Spock does his Vulcan thing and figures out it's a massive cobalt bomb in action, turning all of Earth into a space barbecue. As the crew collectively freaks out, they realize Kor's diving into the event horizon. Shaken but still in command, Kirk orders pursuit and gears up to nuke the portal once they're through. It's time to bail. They've stirred up enough cosmic trouble. In the meantime, Zira, Cornelius, and Milo are safely on Taylor's ship, watching their home planet go up in flames. Not the most incredible view, right? Being the brains of the operation, Cornelius floats the idea of using the ship for some time travel shenanigans, maybe hoping to go back to the past to save their homeworld. But hold up, Milo's the reality check. The ship's a one-way ticket to the future. No backward action. Not one to give up, Cornelius whips out the stolen tricorder like it's his secret weapon. He's talking about the slingshot effect thing, where you zip around a gravity well at warp speed and hope for some time travel magic. But here's the kicker. It's like playing cosmic roulette. The warp field and gravity wells can throw a curveball, making time travel a wild, unpredictable ride. And there you have it. With a plot twist brewing in the midst of a burning homeworld, the Primate Directive comic comes to an exciting end. Marvelous verdict. All right, space adventurers, that wraps up our wild ride through the Primate Directive comic. Can we talk about the insane twists? Klingons, apes, and a dash of time travel drama? Who saw that coming? Kirk and the crew literally brought the Starfleet charm to a whole new dimension. With the guerrilla showdowns, Klingon surprises, and the disappearing act, it's a cosmic circus. And don't even get us started on George Taylor's solo quest for a better future. Monkey business at its finest, folks. If you're into intergalactic shenanigans, alternate realities, and a sprinkle of simian drama, this comic's gonna be right up your alley. Now, we hope you stay tuned and share your thoughts below. Until next time, Space Geeks, stay interstellar. And if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks, everyone.